Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the Sunday Night Live. Joshua had made a request. You're batting your eyelids to all the ladies. Joshua had made a request to come on and I said he could come and say hello.
I have something in my eye.
You've got something in your eye, my fingers. Tiredness. You're not tired. Been running around in the sunshine today. So I
had a water fight.
Had a water fight. And
with friends.
With friends. Hello.
Oh, I thought that was clap. Oh.
No,
hi.
it's a waving.
Oh, I thought. Oh. It looked like a clap.
Lisa and Lisa. And there's Justine.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Right.
Okay.
You're making me very hot. Okay, so this evening we are going to be looking at the
Hugs.
Distinktive stamps. So I don't know if you've noticed in the catalogue, there are a couple of stamps in there, and this is one of them. And it's called Healing Hugs. And this one here and this one here. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, heal.
Are the they're called distinctive stamps, but you might remember. Are you going? Okay, you're gonna sneak off.
Bye bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye. Have a nice time.
Oh, Kim said hello, handsome. What? If you remember this one from the celebration, if anyone's got this one, it's the same kind of technology, I guess. I don't know what the word is, but it's a really flat stamp. So it's made from it's done from a photograph, and then it gets all the depth of like 2-3 step stamping with only one layer. So they're very, very clever. And plus this rose is particularly pretty. You definitely didn't scare him off, Hazel. Oh, Misha's here. Are you home or in London? Where are you in the world? Got a few people joining now. So I'm going to show you how this one works. I've got a couple of layout designs to sort of play around with you. And I've also got a colour combination, which I got from the Global Design Project Challenge. It went up on Monday. So there's a new one tomorrow. So whether I get it on my blog or not, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's still fun to play along. So this was the colour combination, but I thought it would be really pretty for that rose. So there's pumpkin pie, real red and rich raspberry. And then I can kind of stamp some out in different colours. Denise! You're good joining us this evening. Are you multitasking? Are you laptop or iPad and phone and film or something? Right, I'm going to turn this around because I've just got very close to the camera. Let me just turn that around. Oh, maybe I can't. You're just going to have my hand over the camera. Oh, I've tightened the thingy-be-bob too tight. 1 second. Hang on. I'm going to have to do this from here. What have I done to it? I broke it. I didn't know my own strength. Right, let me flip it around. There we go. Ooh. I've got decent lighting. My lighting, I know I say this, it's like, for those that watch me regularly, it's like regularly talk about how bad my lighting is, and I still haven't done anything about it. But so sorry, but you will keep coming back for more, so it can't be that bad. Plunged into darkness. Right, let's get this sorted. Just gonna have to put up with my hand there for a second while I sort out. There we go. Right. Well, I can see that you can see me, so that's fine. You can see the mat, so that's okay. So that's the main thing. Okay, so this is the stamp set we're going to be playing with, and I'm going to use the Stamparatus. So you can see how that works as well. I'm just going to get some white. Making a lot of cards tonight. I thought I'd keep you busy. you may leave at midnight. We'll just use one of those sheets for now. Put the rest out of the way. Is anyone else loving this new catalogue? It is amazing. Right. Let's chop some of these up. I wasn't that organised. I'm not going to apologise for it. We went out for our tea. We went down to the seafront and had fish and chips, and it was lovely. But it has meant that I've just swept everything to the side of my desk, and gonna hope for the best. Right. Get one of them. So some of these are just going to be colours to show you. So this one, there's lots of nice stamps in this one. There's like a stitched one, there's some nice wild flowers and some leaves, but it's these ones here that are the distinctive stamps. So you get this shading without doing anything extra other than just stamping a single layer. So let me just show you on how it works to start with. So I'm just going to pop that into the, so if I pop that sort of there, and then if I, sorry if the light's kind of catching on this, I'm not gonna, I think I'm gonna struggle slightly because I've got a spot directly above my head, so I am gonna struggle with that kind of gleaming down, so apologies. This one is just pumpkin pie, so we're just gonna go straight on with the orange and then stamp. I didn't put magnets down, but that's okay because I had it in the corner. There we go. So pretty. So it gives you all that shading without having to stamp layers and layers of ink. So they are very, very clever. The other thing that you can do with these is use a sponge dauber, which is what I'm going to do with these colours. That's okay, Maggie, you just missed all the chat, really. Joshua came on to say hi as well. So, so I've put the orange on there. Let me just move that because that's better. I've put a bit of paper over it. There we go. So this is the red. So real red. I'm just going to take a dauber and just touch some red around those petals. And then I'm also going to add some of the purple. So this is rich raspberry. Yeah. I'm just going to touch that just around the edge of that flower. That's the 3 colours on, and then I think that's going to be good to go where it is. No, this is just a test sheet, so I'm not really worried that I'm moving it around. There we go, I'll line it up to that one. That's pretty. I think the pumpkin might need to be kind of stamped off to start with, maybe, if you wanted to see more of the purple. That orange is quite strong, but it gives you all that lovely shading. It is really pretty, isn't it? I think the underneath layer definitely needs to be a little bit lighter. So I'm just going to wipe that off. And this is the chamois, which is why it's then brilliant for the Stampin', because you can just take the cleaner to the Stamparatus. I'm just going to turn that around and see if that's, oh, it's not. Oh, wherever I'm going to put it, you're going to end up with lights, so you're just going to have to, I'm going to stop faffing and get on with making. I'm sure it's probably not that much of a problem. Right, so normally to stamp off, you would, let me just show you. So you'd have your stamp on your block, and you'd then stamp on your mat or on a sort of a scrap bit of paper, and then you would stamp, and that will give you a lighter version because you've already stamped once. When the flower, or when a ink, hi Roz, how are you? When the flower is on the Stamparatus, you can't, well you can, you could lift that panel out and stamp down onto the mat if you wanted to, but that's kind of a bit of a faff. So what you can do is just grab a bit of scrap paper or your mat and just pop your mat in there. So rather than stamping off onto your mat, you just put the paper to the Stamparatus. So that will then stamp off for you. So that's once stamped off. And then that gives you the lighter colour. So that's better. And then I'm going to go red again. I'm just going to make sure I get plenty of the ink. And I may also have just picked up the orange one. So whoops. So let's just add a bit of red. And then, oh, Marjorie, hello. Hello to Marjorie. Are you both having a lovely time? Oh. Right. I keep picking up the wrong coloured daubers, but we'll just go with it. I don't know where the time's going. It feels like 5 minutes ago since Marjorie went over to Canada, and she's due back soon, so, or if she's not already back, I'm not sure, but honestly, I still feel, I don't know how anyone feels, I still feel like I'm in March. I appreciate we've moved on since Christmas, but I'm not quite ready for the fact that we're in June. Okay, so that's now been inked with light orange, so light pumpkin pie, real red, and then raspberry. I'm going to go over the top of that one. See how that goes. It's making it a bit muddy. It's still pretty. I feel like I need to bring in the big guns with the Blackberry Bliss. Let's bring in some dark purple. Right, I'm going to add some real dark layers around the outside. There we go. And the beauty of this is because I know it's in the corner, I know that I'm going in exactly the same place. So it is pretty fantastic, this Stamparatus. There we go. So we've got much darker edging. Oh, I'm on a timer by Sarah, Love Island timer. I refuse to watch it because I know I am not being judgy. I know I'm going to get suckered in. So I know I'm going to end up watching it. So I just need to be on the safe side and just not watch it. And then I know there's going to be no problems. Right, I'm not loving that colour combination. I'm going to go straight in with the purple. So let's go in with raspberry. How many roses shall we stamp this evening? Do it. You're a bad influence. There we go. So that's so pretty. Right, we're going to have some old olive leaves. So the leaves are over here. So I'm gonna, oh, I should pull out a magnet really. There's magnets on this thing and I'm just being, what's it? There we go. So just line that up and then flip that over. And then we can ink that up with, so that's the other great thing about the Stamparatus, is that you have got 2 plates and then 4 sides. So where I've turned that over, that now means I've got the other side to give me, so let's line that up. It's so pretty. I really love this stamp set. I haven't played with it at all. I just thought tonight was the night to get that out and show you. Gorgeous. Right, I'm going to do a bit of fussy cutting. Let's just clean that. Let's pop that to one side. Okay, so Dauber's flying all over the place. I'm gonna fussy cut this out. But I'm not going really close to the edge because that will take me ages. So I'm just going to leave a nice white border. Hasn't it? It's been so warm today. It's been really, really lovely. We had a lovely time in the garden. And makes such a difference. Ate lunch outside, ate dinner out. It's just so nice. I wish we could kind of guarantee that it was going to be like that for the next couple of months. So, you know, you have like a run of it. But not to complain. I've had nice days. Right, that is done. So you could be as intricate as you want, or if you wanted to kind of tuck those leaves under further, you could, I might actually do that. Me lining them up, but I think they might look better just slightly tucked underneath. Okay. I am doing this card for a card challenge, so there's like a sketch layout for it. So I'm kind of following a bit of a layout. So I want some extra leaves maybe, or the stitching, I'm not sure. Let's see how this goes. So I want it's going to go on like a banner, and then that's going to sit on a card. So the card is going to be just a normal back. So that's going to go on there like that. And then I want like I want something to make that stand out. So I think probably just some light stamping of the stitches. Oh, I so wouldn't know. Football and like Formula 1, I'm absolutely oblivious to it. Thankfully, kind of doesn't get on in, it doesn't factor in our house, but I can appreciate, but I'm totally oblivious to when it's happening. Right. Just a bit of random stamping. I think we like that. That's just some stitching. And then it's quite a large banner. I probably could have used the punch for that, but look at that. I think it's not, with the stamps you can almost make your own background, you can make your own designer paper. Don't have. Ah, and the lovely Angie is here. Hello. How are you? I'm just having a bit of a making it up as I go along this evening. I've been playing with the healing hugs. So I've just read Kim's comment. Sorry. My pleasure. Kim says, don't make me buy another set I wasn't keen on. Need something in the background, but I'm thinking maybe like a light grey or something with this. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. So if we do, that is slightly squint and it's slightly bothering me, so the rose might end up over that side, I think. Yep, let's do that. So this, let's stamp. This is pretty. I'm a bit of a sucker for leaves. I do like leaves. And this, I had this out last week as well, this grey granite. Smoky slate has been cast aside for the time being. I'm sure it will be loved again, but for the minute it's been banished to the corner while grey granite comes out to play. They'll become friends, but at the minute it's not allowed on my desk. Right, I think we're nearly there. Right, okay, so we've got like an outsidey bit. Ah, my mum's here. Hello. I'm not so sure about that. I think it needs to be darker. I'm just gonna get some. I need some raspberry, but I can't find it because I've got such a little amount. I may not even have gasp shock horror. I may not have any on my. Where is it? I can't find any raspberry at the minute, which is a bit. Whoa. Oh no, there we go. Is that it? Found some. Right. I think this banner bit will look nicer in a darker colour, which is what I'm going for. I'm just going to swap that out. I think it needs a stronger colour in the middle. I'm still going to put the stitching on it, but I'm going to do colour on colour. So you can do the same colour stamping. You can do the same colour stamping, or you could use Versamark and that'll give you the same look. So colour on colour will give you like a watermark look, or you can have Versamark. So I'm just going to line that up a bit better. So this will just give it some texture. I love all these grungy background ones anyway, so like the artisan textures, and there's another grunge one that's got like a wooden background, and like it looks like bubble wrap actually. I think it's like bubbly. Both on my list. Okay, I think that will do. Ah, Carla's here. Hi Carla, how are you? How are you getting on? See, you're back home, which is good. Right, I'm going to just grab my bigger scissors because the snips are amazing. But for this, the bigger scissors are easier. Okay, that's looking better. Could have a little. And then we've got the rose, or the flower, not even necessarily a rose, is it? And then a grey granite background, or not background, a square. I told you I wasn't very organised tonight, sorry. I'm rifling for bits of paper. Right, I've got my paper box right on my lap here. Hang on one second. So Sahara Sand, Smoky Slate. I've got some here somewhere. Basic grey. Here we go. I've got. I might even have to use a bit of crumb cake because you don't want to wait around it all evening, and I can't find any. So let's just use that. So we want a little bit of a. I think the darker banner does look a bit better because there's not a dark background. That. And then this, and whatever size that was. Oh. 8.5 by 6.5 and a bit. So 8 and 6.5 and a bit. So let's just do 6 and a bit. There we go. So I'm going to have a little twisty turn on that. Oh, because it's doing good and walking better, still having them. I think it's amazing that you're up and about. I think it's absolutely incredible. Right, that is going to go on there like that. I'd quite like that to have been granite grey, but as I can't find any, it's going to have to stay as it is. And then we want, I'm thinking a little bit of glimmer. I've got some gold or even wooden. Let's have a look in here. This wood might look nicer than the. Let's do that. I'm going to swap out. So it was 8 by 6 and a bit. I'm going to swap that out. That looks much better. Much better. Not so heavy. So we've got that on there. Just do that. That's straight. That on there. There's going to be a bit of twine happening on here somewhere. We need another like purple sentiment, I think. Like let's put that to one side. Maybe some white embossing on that. At least I could colour some Whisper White with grey paint. I absolutely could. That's such a good. It is a great tip to use your ink pads to colour up white when you don't have the cardstock. I'm being a little bit stubborn because I know I've got some grey granite somewhere. I just can't find it, so therefore I'm not going to let it beat me. And I'm just going to choose something else. So right, let's put on there. Let's use the sentiment out the set. I've got lots of birthday sentiments. I'm going to send you Healing Vibes. There's some nice ones in there. Get well soon. If hugs and kisses could cure you, you'd be immune to everything. Feel better soon. Wishing you a quick and complete recovery. I think they're all quite nice actually. I don't have any get well soon sentiments in my stash, so that was another reason that I needed the stamp set. Couldn't possibly have used something else like Thinking of You or okay, this is going to go on there. Oh, morning Kayla, how are you, lovely? Those cards Kayla, the leaf cards I made on my blog, the watercolour ones, Kayla cased them and they are stunning. The pink and the purples, so pretty. Right, I think my heat gun is going to go on. I should have used my doobie thingy, my embossing buddy, but it was out of arm's reach, so I feel really bad. I feel like I should do my lives really late, Kayla, so I don't wake you up in the morning. It must be ridiculously early. Or more to the point, wake your other half up. Right. Okay, so with this, I'm just going to, again, just snip in a banner. There is a punch that will do this, but I'm fine with chopping it. It's not quite set on. There we go. Isn't that nice in the white? Really like that. I like the thingy font and then the script. So 6. Oh, that's not too ridiculous then. That's okay. I don't feel quite so bad. That's going to go on there, and then we need maybe just a little bit of twine. So to open a new packet, I go through this stuff like it's. I don't know what I'd ever do if Stampin' Up ever retired twine. I think I'd have palpitations. I love it. Okay. These are just going to have a bow on the end of this banner. So we'll go twice round and then just enough to tie the bow. I think it just adds. I always having the black, the white, and this twine. I always try and like have a spare. If I open this one, then I'll order another one just in case. Okay, that's going to go straight onto there. So I'm just going to put that on with some Tombow. Morning, 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 Kayla. Evening, Alison. Not quite morning for us yet. There we go. I don't know, Sunday evenings come around so quickly. It's lovely, but weeks are flying by. Oh. Okay, that's on there. It's going to go on Squint. I know some people... I know. Is that Andy that said that, Andy? I know. Hush my mouth. He said, don't even talk like that. I'd die if the linen thread was ever retired. Oh my goodness, I'm so with you. I shall never speak of it again. Right, that's going to go on there. I know some people would like to have this straight, and that's absolutely fine. You pop that on straight. It doesn't have to be squint. I know that doesn't sit well with some people. I think it looks quite nice off a jaunty angle, but it's not essential. Right, I'm going to pop the leaves on. Just tuck them behind with a couple of glue dots. Hi Bonnie, how are you? I've got Nova Scotia. I feel very international this evening. Right, that can just tuck out. And I think we're good to pop that up. So I'll put that up on some dimensionals. That banner works a lot better in the dark purple. I think sometimes you can kind of keep going, and then other times you know you've just got to chuck it out the way and do something else. So I can use that for another card, it's fine. There we go. And then, I don't know if I've got any. I don't think it needs any, but if you wanted to, no, I've used them all up. So if you, I've got some larger ones, but these pretty rhinestones had purple and black. So that was the purple. I want to say it's Fresh Fig. It could be Blackberry Bliss, maybe. Blackberry Bliss. Grapefruit Grove, Mint Macaron, and then black. I've used all of those ones, but you could have some sparkles on there, but I'm going to leave it. I think it looks fine as is. And then I've got out some black. I think the Blackberry Bliss would look nice. I'm going to put it on a Blackberry Bliss base. I'm going to cut the cardstock long ways so that I'll show you. I often forget to do this with sideways cards because I'm so used to cutting my card the other way. So I'll cut it longy ways. Oh, pearls is a good shout, Angie. I'll have a rummage in a second and see if I've got some. Right, that will now stand that way without collapsing. Whereas if you've got it like with the opening that way, it can often go a bit sad. So if you do it that way, it stops it collapsing. So that's a little tip for you. So let's pop that on. Da, da, da. My finishing music. Da, 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 da. There we go. Let me just have a look for some pearls. I do have some, but they would look pretty. I'm going to pop them on. So I've got some pearls. Let's pop a few. There we go. That's nice. I like that. There we go, ladies. So now you've got the layout, you could then swap it up into different colours. And she's like, encore, encore. I am gonna try and do something with this red pumpkin and raspberry combo. That's what I had so far. It's kind of nice, but it's gone muddy on the edges, and I'm not really liking the muddy edges. So I know that in nature they might be like that, but not on my card. So right, should we do the same card, different colour combo? Because that's quick, isn't it? That's quick. Let's whip that up. Right, let's do she says it's quick. Right, orange, yellow, yellow. Pineapple punch. Deborah said, sorry, Deborah. Sorry, not sorry. It is gorgeous. These distinctive stamps, honestly, they make it so easy for stamping. They are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Blue, melon mambo. Yeah, we could do a pink. We could do, let's do melon mambo, because melon mambo is oh, it's quite close though. Let's do let's go a bit out there and do the blue balmy blue. Oh my goodness, make your mind up, Emma. Right, let's just stick with orange. I was going to do pumpkin pie. Let's stick with orange. Orange is not everybody's favourite colour, but somebody must like it. Right, let's go pumpkin pie. And we're going to do green, maybe. Quite dark on that background. So let's do that and that. I like that great grey granite on the background, so let's stick with that. And that was, so let's stick with the same background. Oh, I'm now going to have to go dark light, because I then forgot to stamp off. So then it becomes a design feature. I meant to do that. Stamp off, put a darker one there. Random is always fun. Okay, so we've got the border. Then we want kind of matching banner. So if we do 14 by something like that, maybe 6. So I'm going to chop it first and stamp it after, just because I can. Oh, this is orange glass. Oh, that sounds nice. Orange glass splashbacks. That sounds nice. My mixer is bright yellow. I think the bright colours look nice in the kitchen. Right, my banner is... Oh. Take 2. This is because I'm trying to make it quick. I'm like, see, the second card we can make really quick, and now I'm rushing and I've diffed up that banner. There we go. So that's going to go on there. I'm going to do the stitching across the background the same, or yeah. You could use this for a background as well. But let's do stitching. Pumpkin pie. Because I can. And you made me chuckle because I said because I can. I sound like a 14-year-old. Oh, if only I was 14. I can do what I want. Right. Let's go round and round and round and. There we go. So that's the stitchy bit on there done, and then I'm gonna use the same wooden stuff because that looks nice. So let's do that piece, and then a piece of white. Yeah, and just a sponging with yellow on the rose, but the yellow and the orange is definitely happening. I think it will look lovely. So these are my precise measurements. Just keep cutting it down a little bit till it fits. There we go. Jaunty. Just move that out the way a little bit. Right, banner. So if we do the... Andrea, hello lovely, how are you? That is squint. Okay, that'll do. Pop that in the white embossing powder. Put that out of the way so I don't tip it over. And just heat that up. Oh. If you move the powder off the card before you heat it, it's good. You can get rid of it, like a little paintbrush or something, or get rid of any flecks. But using the embossing buddy does make a difference. I really should. Multitasking. I did my swatches. Yeah, I did a load of swatches the other Sunday. Well, I don't know, Friday evening maybe last week. I was on a mission to chop down loads of cardstock, so I had like Amazon going with something, and we're just kind of ploughing through it. Right, this is trimmed. Let's just cut that into a little banner. We've got all our little bits to put together. The rose bit, isn't it? I want to do the rose. I'm going to do the... I think I might change this up. I might put the white... So there I've got the brown wooden. I'm going to put the white twine just to change this. So just leave a bit of a tail over the edge. It's your catalogue. Is it next weekend, is it? Oh, I had mine weekend before. It was fab. Loved it. And there's too much in this catalogue. It's amazing. I put an order in the other day. What have I got on the way? I've got the what have I got? I went for the treehouse one because I thought that was a bit different, and I thought actually that would be really nice for Joshua's like school friends' birthday cards and things like that. So as much as I want every single floral stamp in the catalogue, I thought I'd best actually buy some for cards that I would want to send for like Joshua's friends' birthday cards. So I thought, get that. What else? Well, I got some of the bright DSP stacks. They look like essentials. So I stuck that on an order. So I'm just waiting for that. I've got a box due on Monday. So at some point in the week, I might do a bit of an unboxing because I've got some stuff coming. If anyone was interested, but I know there's lots of unboxing videos and stuff out there in terms of showing stuff. Oh, Dreamcatcher. Yeah, did you see? If you search Hammond and Penny, but it's Melody Hyde, she's done a beautiful Dreamcatcher one. It's white embossed Dreamcatcher all over the background. And then watercoloured in like blues and greens and pinks. It's really, really pretty. Wasn't on my list, but that card alone has made me need it. So I'm just going to stamp this on a block because I've kind of shoved my stamper artist out of the way for the minute, and I'm not doing multiple cards, so let's just use that bit. I'm going to use Pineapple Punch. If you don't have this yellow in your stash as yet, it is like my favourite. I absolutely love it. The Blueberry Bushel and that Pineapple Punch are my two favourite in colours. Right, I need an orange dauber. I've made my orange one red, so that one will do. Okay, so this is inked in Pineapple Punch already. And then I'm just going to add some pumpkin pie just to the edges and to sort of the inside of those leaves. Ta-da! How gorgeous. That Pineapple Punch just is just, oh, love it, love it, love it. And then with that I'm going to put the Granny Apple Green with the leaves, because the old olive is nice, but the not bright. How nice are they? All sorts of shades. So pretty. I made the mistake. I had this one a while ago and I peeled the labels off the back and I didn't realise there was one for the inside little nook, and I was being all efficient and I labelled it up and then I threw the rest away. So now I'm Granny Apple label-less on my ink pad, and every time I open it, these ones have all got colours and my Granny Apple green doesn't. It's very sad. But I'm sure there's worse things in life than a label-less Granny Apple green ink pad. I'm sure I'll get over it when I buy a new one. Right, let's cut these out. Yes, I will, Liz. She says, will I put the link to the Dreamcatcher card? Yes, I will put it up. I will either share it on my Coastal Crafter page or I'll put it on the Coastal Crafter. I'll figure it out on the forum, maybe. But I'll definitely share the link. It is gorgeous. Okay, so that's the leaves. You can obviously chop more. I love the fact that this stamp gives you all the depth and layers without having to do 2, 3, 4 layers stamping. So, what I don't think it will do very well, by the way, because it didn't work very well with the Heartfelt Blooms one, so the Celebration set, is I don't think it'll emboss very well because the image is quite, because the stamp is so flat. You get the depth with the photo, but I don't think the embossing powder takes to it in the same way. I'll try it and pop it up, but I know some of the artisan girls had got it for the hop when we first started, and they'd tried playing around with embossing powder and said that they'd found it quite tricky because of the way the stamp works. But when it works so beautifully with ink, then who needs embossing? Right, I'm going to chop one of the lighter ones and pop that behind as well, just for an extra. It doesn't have coordinating dies, this set, in case anyone's wondering. There are plenty of stamp sets that do, but this isn't one of them. And let's chop that. Okay. Oh, it's a bit light. I'm maybe not going to bother. I could have just cut a bit of white paper out, really. That was a bit light. Let's chop this one. That's better. Let's stick that one behind. Can see that now. There we go. So pop that on the card and then we are done. I think this would look nice with some rhinestones. Have I even stuck that down? I don't think I have. We'll just pop some glue on that as well. I think it might help. I don't think, look, I haven't even stuck the back layer. Get the idea. I could have just balanced it on there and pretended. Let's pop that on there. Oops. It's all good. Pop a bit of glue. All helps. At least it was where it needed to be. And the flower is then where it needs to be. So that's fine. And then I'll pop some, what gets on there in the end? Dimensionals. So there you go. Same card, same layout, different colours and different twine. So you could just use whatever you've got. And I think that's the great thing with like sketch layouts and things, is that you can just use the layout that you've got and then use stamp sets that you've got to then kind of change it up. So it's all just kind of ideas, and then you can change up with what you've got. And there we go. So that is it from me. I will swing the camera back around. Thank you so much for everyone who joined me. I've seen lots of lovely people on here, and I appreciate that it's either early morning or it's late Sunday evening, so thank you so much for coming on and joining me. Oh, where's the camera gone? Let me just put it around. Hello. I'm having, my husband borrowed my, I'll just tell you this little story. The little clamp thing that my phone's on to do my recording. I bought a new one and didn't like it. And it just, anyway, my phone was just easier. I prefer it. Anyway, I was using it. But the stand thing that I use was in the way of my ink pad. So I popped it underneath my desk, knowing that it would be there safe and sound for my Sunday night Facebook Lives. Yesterday, I said to him, I can't find my clamp thing. Where is it? Have you seen it? Not that I was thinking he would have any reason to see it, because it's under my desk, and he's like, So I said, oh, have you borrowed it? He's like, well, I've just borrowed it. Anyway, the clamp thing that the phone was on was broken. He had used it for something else, but now is fixed. So it's even better than before. But all because he came and borrowed my clamp. So I've now got it back where it should be. Right, anyway, that's me. I am going to love you and leave you. I will pop these up on my Facebook page. It will probably be tomorrow now because the light is very dark. The light is dark. It's dark here. There isn't very good light for photography. So I'll take a decent picture tomorrow and pop it up. But thank you, everyone. Oh, look, love hearts. Thank you, everyone. Right, have a lovely, lovely Sunday evening. Enjoy your Monday, whatever you might be doing. Thank you for watching me. Mwah. I will see you all next week. Bye.